prison, because it definitely does. Like, people hustle in prison in so many different ways. People do illegal shit in prison. People, some people sell cheesecake in prison. Like, some people do art, some people do tattoos, some people do barbering, some people hustle women. That's just life. But
Hold on. Sorry, fair enough. But if someone said he's cheating on you, you don't care. If LA cheats on me, I will be leaving. LA is very in control of his emotions. He's a very patient man. He understands exactly what he's doing. So if he comes out and he chooses to make that decision that he has cheated on me, I will be leaving him. You know that that's something that I don't tolerate. I don't do side chicks. I've held it down for nearly 6 years. I haven't gone and cheated on you. So if you choose to do that to me, that's you making that decision to do that to me, and you made that choice. So therefore, you don't love me like you say you love me, and you don't got me like you say you've got me, because you made the choice to do that. So yes, I will be leaving. I don't know why someone just said that. That's what I want to say. You can keep going now. I don't know what you're talking about.
damn.
I'm a good judge of character, and these men are loyal to the soul.
They're not. Thanks for following, sharing the live, Savannah. Why is he in prison? He's in for robbery, grand larceny. Would either of them be allowed in the UK, or will you just have to go to the US? I think the rules around it are so weird at the minute. Like, as of right now, they can come to the UK. It's totally dependent on crime and just how long they've been in prison for. Alex's crime, obviously, he could come to the UK, but the fact that he would have been in prison for that long means that he wouldn't be able to come here. From, is it next year or November? Yeah.
Beth, what's Muslim?
Muslim.
Oh, is that meant to say Muslim?
Or like muslin, like cloth.
Mozlem.
What?
Mozlem. Is that, he said, what if your man comes out Muslim from the jail house? Is that, oh thanks, is that maybe Muslim? Why would that be
I know.
an issue?
Are you having a proper wedding when he gets out? For sure. I'd like to wear the dress, because that fucking cream granny thing weren't really my style, but yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to do it on our own terms, I think. But it wouldn't be like a big wedding. Probably just be like, just me. We'd just do it the same again, but just different setting. Does he want children? For sure, definitely. At some point. Thanks for following, Nikki.
I wouldn't have a problem with him converting if he wanted to choose that religion, if he did want to become Muslim. I don't know why that would be an issue if he came out converted.
Thank you for the follow, Ruby. Are you going to live in the US? Eventually, yeah. Hi, Abby. Yeah, eventually, but if you don't already know, obviously I don't put my kids on social media, but I have 2 children, and for me, I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll probably get a lot of hate for it. I'm not going to uproot my kids' lives unless I can say it's genuinely for their benefit and not for mine. Me moving across the world for somebody I'm in love with is a very selfish thing for me to do in my personal situation. If I could put them into a private school or buy a house up there, or really like do better in my genuine life, then I would do that for them. But that wouldn't be me moving to wherever he is. It'd be wherever would be best for them, whether that would be like the complete opposite end of America and I would still have to do long distance. It'd just be America to America. But yeah, for me, I won't be moving until they are 18. That's just my personal choice, nothing against anybody else, because everyone is different. But yeah, that's just me. So I will be going, just not anytime soon, for real. So. I don't want to get loads of hate for it, but
I've got no questions. How do you feel about innocent people he's caused harm to? LA didn't cause any harm to any innocent people. I met LA on a pen pal site, right, prisoner. He's in prison for involuntary gang activity and pew-pews, and Alex is in prison for...
Thank you, guys. Oh, sorry, Alex, sorry, I was reading the comments. Alex is in for robbery, grand larceny. I think every crime has some sort of psychological damage to somebody somewhere. Like, even Alex stealing a car. What?
Can't do you even know your real parents' first names?
Go on. Yeah, I found out my dad's name the couple of years ago, actually. I'll just feed into your point, but yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like even stealing a car, even if it doesn't have any like damage to someone firsthand, like taking someone's car, you never know what financial situation is. So I think every action has a reaction, or it does have some sort of like effect on somebody else as a whole. But I think that's something that he has to work on himself. We've had conversations about it, don't get me wrong, but it is definitely something that he has had to come to terms with, and he is actively trying to do better to kind of, in his mind, the way that he looks at things, he thinks that if like he does, everything has karma, is basically, and him being in prison now, everything that he goes through is his karma for how he's behaved in the past. So he actively tries to do better so that he has good karma in the future. I hope that makes sense.
Okay, they said, bye, Han, and they said, Beth's dad is definitely Chris Eubank Jr., and Beth is your dude in the US. I don't know, did you say the state?
Huh?
Did you say the state?
Yeah, Alex is in Virginia.
Oh.
That is not my dad, but oh my god, could you imagine if it was? Probably a better dad than my actual bio dad.
So somebody asked if I think he'll be rehabilitated. I say all my lives all the time that I think you can start to feel rehabilitated in prison. You can start to make all the changes and start to make all the things. But when you're in prison, it's a lot different to when you're out. And when you're in prison, things don't seem as like hard to change, and it's just about mindset. But when you come out and you have to put that into practice, that's when I think you can say I've actually rehabilitated. So like LA's got to come out, and he's lost like I think somewhere near to 30 people, like childhood friends. Like people die in his city like all the time, and he's lost so many people, and he's lost his mum whilst he's been incarcerated. And so when he comes out, he's got to deal with all those things, and then still choose to not make like people that have like unalived his cousins, people that have unalived his friends, and he's got to choose not to make any fast money, all those things, and go against them. So I really think that's going to be for something when he gets out and he chooses to make those decisions once he's out. I can't really say. Like, I know he's making the steps forward. Like, when I met LA, he was constantly in the hole. He was constantly fighting. He was constantly doing shit he shouldn't have been doing. And then, like, for when he'll come to me, like, even Beth knows, he'll come to me and he'll be like, damn, there was a situation and I handled it differently because, you know, it's not fair on you for me to go to the hole or for you to going through these things, and I don't want it for myself. So he is starting to make those changes already. It's just proven very difficult because of the way he has to go through things. And I did see a comment about him. For LA, I feel like he needs to move somewhere else. The city ain't for him. They ain't shit here. I tell him this all the time. I'm like, Ohio is like, even just out of Columbus. I am trying to move him out of Columbus, so we're just trying to look at a place outside. But he has got post-release control. But I always think where he's from, like, no disrespect to anybody that's from Ohio or from Columbus or where he's from, but like, they be doing stuff to each other and then they be brushing it under the carpet and they be like, oh, but we ain't got nobody and we're all we got. And then they be ignoring the sneak dissing and the shit that they do to each other. And I think there's no way to come out, and there's no one really that he's had that he can call 100% and be like, and they've had his back and they're down for him because, as I said, most of his childhood friends have like passed away. And so I just think, why would you come out to people that they ain't really got you for real like they say they have? And like he says, he put a lot of love into the streets, I guess, and it hasn't really shown him nothing back. So why would he want to be a part of that? But I can understand that it's not as easy for him because he feels like it's more of a lifestyle rather than just like a thing that you can just pick up and choose how you live. It's part of his morals and his beliefs. So he has got a lot of changing, like, to change your core morals and beliefs from what you've been brought up with is a really hard thing to do. And he has a lot of demons. Like, I've had a lot of demons too that I've had to work through, and I've had to work through them with being with LA. So I guess it's just his turn to start doing those things, which he has started to do whilst he's in prison. But to your question, whether he is not reformed at the moment, no. But he is work in process.
No one's bullying you. You literally just said you've been to prison, and if you do the crime, you do the time. Well, you said your comment, and now you're getting the reaction from other people. So is that not the same thing? But as a whole, yeah, I don't really know what to say to you. Don't worry, I'll do it.
He doesn't owe no debts to nobody.
I know what's going on.
If I could get LA and bring him to England, I promise you would. Now, sorry, someone asked what his LA stands for, and it's Ladarius.
Ebs, at least I'm not dating a man in prison. Yeah, but if someone dates you, they're dating somebody that's been to prison. So is that not literally the same situation? Why don't I want a free man with a job? Well, do you know what? When he comes home and he is a free man with a job, I'll be absolutely ecstatic then. But I'm not materialistic and I don't go for people because they have a good job. So won't really
Be careful when he's out. He might switch on you. I care for all humans.
Elise. No, we weren't together when he did the crime. We got together a couple of years ago. Thanks for the follow, Nicole. Are they allowed to come to the UK or not allowed? It depends on the crime and the amount of time they've been in prison for. Oh, thank you, Kira.
Our journey system's full. Why don't you just date one of ours?
Oh.
Your man stacks up shower gel thinking he's rich.
You know what? I laugh. But that is actually, honestly, Alex used to have like a whole box of just stuff that he would save because he was like, you never know when it'll come in useful. I'm like, never. It's never going to come in useful.
Girl, what's that up your nose? It looks suspicious.
Huh?
Someone said, girl, what's up your nose? It looks suspicious.
Are you talking about me? It's my nose ring. I presume they're not talking about you because...
And both of your council will be taken down today. Have fun.
Council? Huh?
What if you can't get a job? It isn't exactly easy. In America, it is a lot easier to get a job as a felon than it is in England.
Everybody
jobs lined up.
I feel like everybody in America usually knows somebody that's been to prison, or it's a much more relaxed process of getting a job when they get out. Whereas in the UK, it's like, oh, you've been to prison, you're like scum of the earth, we're not hiring you. There's definitely more felon-friendly jobs in the US.
You're both gorgeous, so London man will want you too.
Yeah, been there, done that. Had a child.
I feel listen, whenever I go out, I'm never approached by London men or Bristol men. I swear to God, that is just a big fact. When I go to America, people chase me and I'm like, please leave me alone.
Well, Bianca, who's on Jackie's side hating? Alex is in Virginia. LA's in Ohio. Nova.
Oh my bad, I think the light was hitting it, making it look white.
Oh, wait, what, me?
Oh, no, they're talking to me.
Oh.
You got a job, so look at you both. Your mans are going to cheat on you both. Oh, right.
Oh.
Looking for visas. Yeah, I'm looking for a visa. That's why I picked a man in Ohio. And I'm going to go get a job in Ohio because that's why I want to get a visa.
Not the visa.
I would have picked like LA or somewhere that's hot all year round. Like Ohio has snow.
Yeah, but you don't have to stay in Ohio. You just pick the man from America and then you go somewhere else. I got you visa girlies.
Oh, that's how you do it.
FYI, I don't want a fucking visa, but yeah. Go off.
I would like to bring LA here, if anything. I wouldn't like to move to America. I'm only moving to America to be with LA.
Do you not think you would really struggle here? Like, as much as I would love Alex to come here, and Alex, I think that would be very selfish of me as a whole, because I don't think he would do well here. He's very redneck. He's from the country. No, he's from the country. Everything here is fucking touching unless you're like a really rich and you live out in the countryside. It's very small. Like, I just don't, it's very, very different culture. I don't think he'd do well.
Enough wannabe gangsters. Did you just call my man a wannabe gangster? This is laughable. I can't take the blonde girl serious. You've been in it for a good hour, so you're...
You know, if someone insults my hair colour, I'm going to just take it off.
The whole wig?
Yeah, I'm just taking it off. I know you're not talking about me.
Second Chances followed you. Have you come from Best Life?
Oh, yeah, Second Chances is the one that's in prison that knows Alex.
Oh, he knows Alex.
Are you actually choosing to struggle? Does it look like I'm struggling? I'm doing all right. I had a little cry yesterday, but I'm doing all right.
People just asked if I was... What did they say earlier? Am I wasting my life? I just got back from 10 days in Bali.
Thanks for the follow.
I'm also peeling very much. Can you see it?
Oh, thank you, Lils. Oh, yeah, what, you burnt?
Yeah, I'm very burnt.
Damn. Please be careful.
I just wanted to say hi.
Why is there so many haters? Oh, me and Jackie get hate all the time.
It looks like you're both struggling, not going to lie. Struggling with what?
Did you ever worry that At the beginning, he was speaking to other women. At the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really give a fuck, and I think that was out the fact that I was obviously writing to other people, not in a romantic way, but there was that kind of understanding that we weren't in a relationship, so not really. What?
I've been putting cream on my peeling. Someone asked me, have dads.
Damn. I mean, I want to say yes, but no.
My dad, I met my real dad about a year ago, and then my other dad, obviously, I got him when I was like 3, and then he went to jail for 14 years, and then he got out, and now he's doing really good.
I only said, why are they in prison though? Is it something that can be forgiven? I think that's subjective. Alex is in for robbery, grand larceny. So for me, obviously, yeah, but it's totally dependent on person to person. Some like Jack, do you know what I mean? Like some people will be in there for. I spoke to someone whose man was in there for like triple murdering people. For me, that's a hard pass. But for someone else, obviously, she thought it was fine. So it's very subjective, isn't it?
LA is in prison for involuntary gang activity and pews.
Thank you for the follow.
What made me write to him was that I went on his profile and he was like, if I've got you this far, then you must see something you like. And I was like, oh my God, he's funny. And then actually as well, he was in the prison that my friend's man was in, who was unalived when he drowned in a pool when he got out after 6 months. So I was like, oh my God, he's in the same place that so-and-so was in. And then that was it.
You tell traumatic stories like it's nothing.
I know. I don't know how to say what a pew's a
What everyone has in America, basically. Like they're gone.
One if he wasn't going to hurt anyone. He was just carrying them. He was just in a high-speed chase, and then
Oh yeah, what Lois said.
Imagine you get. Someone said in it. Imagine you get unalived before he's out.
For you?
Why would I be unalived? What did I do?
They have swimming pools in prison. No.
Oh no, he got out, and within 6 months of him being out, he drowned in a swimming pool. He had a heart attack.
No, they don't.
Hey Jackard. Hey Jackard, to planning to move to America, and how are you planning to make it work? I am planning to set up LA for when he gets out. He's going to get a job and do all the house and things, and then I'm going to go back and forth for a bit, and then I'm going to move to America.
You women have lost your plot. I know you were trying to insult me, but it really doesn't hit hard when you spelt it completely wrong.
Someone says mental health is real.
Thriving, baby.
Imagine he put you on the insurance money and then you get whacked. You get whacked and he gets the payment.
This is starting to sound like a fucking movie.
He gets out next year. I love watching these journeys. It's so lovely.
I was with my man, just had a baby, congrats, and the weirdo that likes men in prison tried to steal him. Damn.
Oh, right, I thought that was going nice. I thought she was going
to... Yeah, I was, congratulations, okay. Have we watched Love After Lockup? Not really. Like, I think I've seen, like, a part of it, but I've not really.
So I visit a couple times a year, and we've had, like, 40 to 50 visits, but this was the last time that we got to touch each other, which was January 2023. And then I flew back in September of 2023 because he threw me a birthday party. He threw me a birthday party, but I couldn't see him. So I went back in November of 2023 and I got to see him, but it wasn't like this. It was behind the glass and his hands were handcuffed to his stomach and his feet were handcuffed together and he was locked in a room.
Damn. Why is there so many haters? I actually don't know. I do know. We come on in the mornings. We get way more hate in the mornings than we do in the evening time. For it.
Love you.
No, I left him. Why'd you leave him? I just had a baby. Yeah, but hold on. So he got hit on, and you left him. But there seems to. I think we're missing a chapter here. This is in England. No, they're American. We're English.
LA's got to get out next year, and Beth's man gets out in 6 years, but he technically is coming out earlier, but she hasn't got the date yet.
Candy Queen, he's not. It's kind of like guilty by association type thing. He didn't actually do anything in regards to like someone being unalived.
Aww.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
I met my partner on Tinder when he was released from jail this year.
Oh no, Sandra, it's alright. You can unmute her. She wasn't saying anything horrible. I was just explaining it.
Somebody just said, do you at least FaceTime? I don't know if you mean like actual FaceTime on an iPhone, or if you mean like video visits. If you mean video visits, we get Friday 1, Saturday 1, Sunday 1, and they're all free.
I can't believe you get free visits. Do you know how fucking jarring that is? Thanks for the follow, Lucy.
Thank you.
And she was about Jackie. Oh yeah, but I couldn't see it in the other live. I was just explaining it. Obviously, if someone then says something mean about Jackie, then you can mute him. But I don't mind explaining.
What did because Ohio moved from JPay to GTL, and because we're on GTL now, we get free video visits.
But he was in gang activity with cuckoos, which could be life-threatening. Yeah, for sure. I think in the US, and I'm not justifying it whatsoever, but I think there needs to be some sort of understanding in that in the US it's very, very, very different from here, and the majority of people when they grow up, and the majority of people in lifestyles or certain places in the US grow up in gangs more so than they do here. I mean, we have a lot of knife crime, and it is life-threatening for sure. Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't have got with somebody that had unalived somebody.
We just got called Gemma Collins and Wendy Williams.
Oh, not Wendy. Gemma Collins is at least funny. Wendy brings nothing to the fucking table.
I always called thingy.
That's do it again. I want no, don't like that one.
I don't like that. I just had a pair of trainers delivered from the gate and I don't like them. Maybe I'll sell.
What size are they?
4.
Fucking tiny feet. Yeah, it's definitely down to personal preference. Like I've said, like for me, I wouldn't have written to anybody that had done that. I'm a scaredy cat in general. I have the worst anxiety. Anybody will tell you. So writing to someone that was in prison for me anyway was very, very different to what I'd usually do. Like I don't know anybody in prison. I've never been associated with anyone that's in prison. I don't have any family or friends or anything like that. So yeah, doing that kind of was a big thing for me. So I kind of wrote to people that had like minor charges or things that I was like, okay, like, you know, I can kind of look past that a little bit. Yeah.
Lex, I can't show them because I got bananaed last time I put stuff from the gate on. Someone said, what do most men do? Are there different tiers of visits? I don't know what you mean. You get like a video visit, which is like it's like FaceTime, and then you get an in-person visit, which is like these visits where you get to touch, and then you get closed visits, which is what I had in November, where he's like locked.
Queen, I'm really sorry. Then some states you get conjugal visits.
Yeah, and there's conjugal visits. We found right a prisoner. Do you write to someone in the US and not the UK? Yeah, so they were in the US. There isn't right a prisoner for the UK.
You have to know them before they've gone into prison.
Will LA be coming on here today? LA will not be on today. I will do a live with LA soon. I prefer it when it's on a video visit though, so you can like see LA's face and he can talk.
I like it when you do that. If I did that, I'd get
bananaed.
Yeah.
Legit?
No, not on my TikTok, but on actual visits. Yeah.
LA's yeah.
I tried to get that when they told me that I was going against the rules.
I mean, you can try for a baby on conjugal. You can try for a baby on conjugal, but we don't get them in Ohio, and Beth don't get conjugal either. That's what I mean. If we were really planning it, we'd have surely picked a state with conjugal visits.
What prompted for you to look for someone in prison abroad? For real, I didn't. Not in a sense of like being in a romantic relationship. Obviously, I did to the sense of like writing to people. But I just watched loads of Netflix documentaries and thought that can't be what prison is really like. And then my friend had done it. My friend had an American pen pal who was in prison, and I thought she was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, like I had a lot of judgment, so that's kind of I guess why I understand some people have their reservations. So yeah, I thought she was crazy, and then I ended up thinking, fuck it, like why not find out a little bit of information? I thought maybe I could help them out and do some sort of like not charity work, but I thought I could do something good. And did I fuck? No, I didn't. I would be lying if I sat here and said I did anything. Fucking helpful. Now he's got a wife for life that fucking whinges at him. So, yeah.
Again, so you've got a video visit, which is the UK equivalent of Purple Visit. Then you've got an in-person visit, which is just a normal visit in the UK. And then you have closed visits. So they call them non-contact in the US. They're called closed behind the glass visits in the UK. And then also in America, you have conjugal visits, which we don't have in the UK, which is where you get to go in a room for a weekend with your loved one. The app is called Write a Prisoner. I give it a week tops when he's released. Jail Talk is the most bullshit you'll ever hear. I love Jail Talk.
I don't. Someone actually tell me what Jail Talk is for real, because
it's all the gaslighting. Like, I've never met anyone like you, and
he probably hasn't. I'm a fucking hassle. Like, there's not if he says that to me, it's not in a good way. For real.
I'm not gonna. When you come home, I'm gonna do right by you and blah, that kind of stuff.
But that's on, and I don't mean to like victim blame, but part of it is on people actively.
Now I've said it's all that. Apparently, I don't understand what it is. It is all the gaslighting, and it's all the getting them to spend money and getting them and promising them things that's not going to happen, and all those kinds of things. It's a form of abusive, and it comes from narcissistic men, and it's to get you to basically believe that they're going to be the most amazing man when they come out, and they're not. It's just in order to manipulate you to get you to do stuff.
To be honest, it's on the girls to be right. That's not what I was going to say for real. Like, I think to some degree, if someone is selling you dreams, you have to hold reality to it. I'm a realist as a whole in general. If someone says to me like, "Oh, we're going to go and live in a house, I'm going to buy a house, we're going to live happily ever," we're not. Realistically, like, I don't have the money to go and buy a house, and you're just coming out present. It's not going to happen. But I feel like it is up to people to kind of hold a light to what someone's saying and actually know. Don't just take someone's word. Like, actions speak louder than words as a whole.
They said you do realise they'll marry you and still leave once they're released. It happens all the time. It absolutely does happen all the time.
I'm not holding my marriage accountable for the fact that he's not going to leave.
And
he wants to leave.
The families get involved, the families help, the families lie, the families pretend, "Oh, thank you for looking after my son, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me," and they'll all be involved in all the other girls and getting all the other money. I'm fully aware of everything that goes on, and I still choose to stand by this man because I believe that he's not doing those things. If it comes out that he is doing those things, then that's okay. I was used, but I have gained more out of my relationship than he would have ever have. So therefore, I'll just move on with my life. I don't understand why it upsets. Like, just because someone I don't know, says, "Oh, it happens all the time, don't do it." Oh my God, fuck, let me just leave LA because we're great and blah, blah, blah. What if then I've left the person that I'm truly meant to be with because I listen to you and your negative opinions on what happens to everybody else? That might not be the same. You don't know LA, so it might not be the same for us. Like, and I'm not going to go off what you're saying just to be in that situation. Like, let me just live out my life to whatever it happens to, and it may be. And if I have to pick up the pieces of my broken heart, then I will do so, and I will be okay. It's not being with somebody is not the be all and end all of life. You come in alone and you're gonna leave alone. Like, whether you enjoy that time with somebody, no, but it's true. Whether you enjoy that time with somebody and you have somebody, you have a partner, then that's great and that's fantastic. Some people will not felt love. I haven't felt love from anybody in my life from the love that I get from LA. So, and if that's fake, then that's fake, and I'll just have to deal with it. Just don't understand why it affects people. I'm sorry, but I can never wait for a criminal. Okay.
Logo on the app. What do you mean?
I'm sorry, I haven't been ignoring you. I don't know what the logo is. What's the logo on the app for Write a Prisoner? It's called Write a Prisoner.
Have an app?
Oh, I don't know. No, it's on the webpage.
It's on Google. Like, Google Write a Prisoner. Thanks for following Beth. I'm in prison and she's still harsh. Wait, what? I think I missed out part of what you said. Who's harsh? Me?
Probably me.
My relationship didn't work. I dated a guy that was fucking freckly and slightly ginger. If I saw someone else dating a guy that was slightly freckly and ginger and I was like, "Oh yeah, it didn't work with me, he cheated on me while I was pregnant," do I sound like a fucking tool, to be honest with you? Like, my relationship and my past shouldn't be put on someone else, and your relationship shouldn't be put on me either. He might come out and cheat. He might come out and leave me. I left my relationship of 3 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, people leave. That's what happens in life sometimes. And it won't be out the fact that he's from prison. It'll be out the fact that we just weren't compatible or we weren't meant to be together. And I think sometimes people forget that. It's not, you can't put it on the fact that he's in prison, or you can't put it on that. It would just be because we weren't compatible. There are other reasons as to why people leave.
I done two prison stints with my son's dad, and we still didn't work. But it weren't because he went to jail, because we weren't compatible. We're just not who it was. I will share it if it doesn't work, because not to say like to come on and be like, oh, it didn't work, you was all right, he did this, but maybe to just shed some light as to like how I dealt with it and how I got over it, kind of thing. Cheating and using happens in every type of relationship. There's always a chance of it happening. That's very true. How do I find a pen pal? You can type pen pals into TikTok and they'll come up.
How have you developed this frame of mind? Don't you have something in the back of your head telling you not to continue this relationship? No, I don't.
I did.
This is my frame of mind.
What was that? I like what? She's black guys. She likes white guys. She's black guys. She likes white guys. I don't know what that means. I will move to America, but not to live there whilst he's out. But I will go back and forth for a little bit, and then when we are settled and good, I will make the move.
Hold on, where did you go? Having kids with jail cats running our youth instead of finding someone with a degree or a stable job. I don't get with people because they have a good fucking job. I'm not materialistic. I don't care what you bring to the table, as long as you bring like just happiness and general ability to just be a good person to me. I don't care what job you do. I don't care if you have a nice car. I don't care if you own a home. I don't care if you've got loads of money or if you're slightly in debt. Like, I don't care. For me, I'm not materialistic. That is not on the list of things that I look for when I'm with somebody.
I don't agree because I make enough myself. I don't. And to be fair, I've always been a breadwinner, so I don't really. I can sometimes become very masculine. I've always been like an independent person that looks after myself. So they're not something that I'm not looking for someone to come sweep me off my feet with a good job and start taking care of me. I can do that on my own. I'm looking for someone to love me and someone that I connect with.
What's a good job? I'll get a fucking good job. I don't need somebody else to have a good job for me. Although it would be nice because then I wouldn't have to put in the effort. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get it, but.
I changed the vocabulary not to sound racist, but you girls are the opposite of each other. Why has that come up so many times? That has never come up in all these like times we've been gone live.
What?
Is it noticeable today or what?
I don't know. Some men know they have a good woman rooting for them on the outside is all the hope they need, right? Honestly.
The rose toy. This is nonsense.
Oh, hell yeah, that's a good toy, whoever said that. That shit does me wonders. I'm not even sure I need him, for real. I just need his words of affirmation when I'm at it. It's all good. Just write me an audiobook for the rest of my life. I'll be alright.
Would you leave him if you felt like he wasn't a good role model for art? Yes. That is something. So I wouldn't just go, we're not together because you're not showing art a good role model. But if he continued to not show up for art and showed him ways that I didn't want, I kind of like feel like I'm not with his dad because of the choices that his dad made in life. So I wouldn't then go and be with somebody else that did the same things, if that made sense.
6 years is a long time. Was it a violent offence? He's actually in for 19 years. But the only violent part of the crime is the robbery. The rest of it is, so that's 3 years of his 19 years is classed as a violent crime. The rest of it is classed as non-violent, which was just things like grand larceny, so he stole a car, and and I hope, yeah, and he's wearing a mask in public, again, not violent, use of a gun in the commission of a felony. I could go on, like the list of tiny little things that they added to his sentence to give him 19 years as a whole. But no, the only violent part is the robbery itself.
I have a visit with someone I've been speaking to for 6 months. Do you even have any advice? Yes, live in the moment. Don't think about later. Don't think about what you're going to eat later. Don't think about what's going on later. Don't think about all your friends that you're going to call when you get out. Just live in the moment and be very present in that visit, because that is my best advice.
Yeah, wearing a mask in public is classed as a crime. So he got, I think it was like a year or 2 years for that. He's got 6 years left.
Blocking people before I can even read what they've said.
Alex has 6 years left, and LA has a year.
Damn, he's in for some serious time.
Most teenage boys wear masks, yeah, but they don't. It's a weird thing because it is obviously a crime, but unless it goes hand in hand with another crime, they don't really do anything about it. Like if you're in a mask in public and you're not being a nuisance, they won't really do anything about it. But obviously he was stealing something. He was literally like GTAing it up. So as a whole, they added that little bit onto it. Do you have to use a rabbit then? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I should get a subscription to Love Honey. I should be a brand ambassador. I don't think they want someone who's in the prison wife community doing that. But huh?
I already had it.
Oh, just me then. They just don't. It's just me then. They
Love
don't.
Honey sent me a thing to try, and I
got 12 years left, love. Well, we're fucking married now. Wish you'd told me that a couple of months ago.
Because you're married, can you move to the US States anyway? You still have to apply for a visa. It's not as easy as just being married to someone.
It used to be like that, but they changed it because people used to just get green cards and use people to get in. That's why they changed it.
Do you know the rules around conjugal visits? Not that I'm ever going to have one, but because I'm in the UK, but just curious. So basically, you have to be married and you have to apply, and then you get them every so often, and then you have to pack a bag, and they go in and check your bag. But you get like the weekend together, but you can cook together and do whatever. I don't think you take photos. Thank you, honey.
Do the boys have intentions of leaving this life behind, or do they still like that life? For Alex, he left that life behind before I met him. It's very evident in the way that he behaves now. But he was obviously in a gang that kind of stole from it. It's a bit weird because he would steal things, but he'd steal things from other gangs. So they would go out and do a crime, and then they would get words that that person had, gone and done that, and then they'd go and rob them. So make of that what you will. When he got into prison after like 5 years of just pure fuckery and getting himself in trouble and stuff, he denounced himself. The hair is so cute. Thanks. It's from TikTok Shop. It's only £14. He denounced himself from the gang, like the title, the everything. He's got his tattoos covered up. So for Alex, he was already done with that life before he met me. Obviously with LA, it's a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, LA wasn't done with that life when he met me. He said that he had accepted to be unalived or spend the rest of his life in prison. And then when he met me, he was like, you just remind me of this bright light, and I just wanted to change. So we've had like quite a hefty process of which we're still going through, really, to be honest.
What if he doesn't change when out? Would you leave him? Define what if he wouldn't change. I actively see this man even from the very first part of our kind of friendship, he's actively changed in a way that I'm incredibly proud of him for. So I don't expect things to be easy when he gets out. And it's not like a time frame of me sitting there and being like, oh, you know what? Like, you haven't changed. You're not living up to my expectations, because that's my expectations. That's not what he's given me. We don't sit and have these long conversations about what he's going to promise me and stuff like that. Because like I've said before, I'm a realist. You can't tell me you're going to go and make me live a lavish life and do all of this stuff for me. You're just not. So yeah, for me, like they will only be my expectations, and I have to hold myself accountable, not him. But yeah, he is actively changing now. He changes from the very first part of our relationship. Lord, have mercy on my soul. What? But yeah, I wouldn't leave him. I expect it to be difficult. I expect there to be a lot of rehabilitation. I expect there to be a lot of fussing and fighting and arguments and, trying to establish a new relationship while we're outside of like prison and learning each other all over again, and him learning who he is because he's been in there for such a fucking long time. So no, I wouldn't leave him if he. Oh, you mean if he went back to gangs and crimes and stuff? Well, yeah, I think the reason that he did it before was because his family life was very not tough in the sense that like he just very lonely, and that offered him a huge support and friendship that he didn't really have outside of that. Now there's no reason for him to have that, for real. So if he went back to it now, it'd be very different. Like, yeah, I would be like, you've got no reason to do it. But I would have to understand why he was doing it first.
Okay, so we are good friends. No, our Blakes don't know each other. Somebody wants to know, why was I muted on the other account for saying wearing a mask in public? I was just confused.
I didn't mute you. I don't know who muted you. I don't know who said it.
Apologised.
Do you mean someone got muted on? It must have been on my one for real.
Yeah. Bethany talked about Alex getting time off. Is this the same for you? No, because they're in different states, it's not the same. LA is allowed 50% off his sentence, but so currently right now he's out next year, but he can get, if he goes to school, he can get 90 days off, so he'll come out 3 months earlier.
Can you appeal and get his sentence lowered? You can do a reduction of reduction of something. So you can, but 9 times out of 10 they don't grant it, especially in the state of Virginia. They have just done the enhanced sentence credits for obviously Virginia, and it basically means that saw the account and it wasn't me. Oh, I don't know who else is in here that's a mod. But yeah, the enhanced sentence credits basically mean hi Jessie, hi Annie, oh hello. I didn't see it was you because it said Jessie. I was like, yeah, it basically gives you time off, but you have to earn it. It's not just given to you. You have to be in school. You have to have some sort of like program or job, and genuinely be doing better and like rehabilitating yourself, and then they will give it to you based on that. So
LA's been in there for 10 years.
what's the most time you can get off? This is exciting. So let's say in Alex's, Alex has been in what for, let's say 10 years. In that 10 years, 3 years of his sentence for the time off, he won't get. If you've got a violent crime, if you've got a violent sentence, you will not get the time off for that violent part of your sentence, which for Alex is 3 years out of his 19 years. For the rest of it, so the other 7 years, he could get approximately just under half the time off. However, that is only if you've been, if you've had a job, you've been in a program, you've been doing well. Like I said, for the first 5 years, he was getting himself in trouble. He didn't have a job and he was just acting up. So he wouldn't get anything for that. And then there is the next 3 years of it. Hold on, maths. Yeah, give or take 3 years. So he could get about like 2 years on that. But it is just very dependent on everyone. My voice is going. So I'm gonna have a vape.
We met them on Write a Prisoner. Well, yeah, Pen Pal websites. You're going to be watching Dateline episodes about what's Dateline?
Look, guys, if you want us to have a TV series, just say that.
There'll be no TV for us.
You never know. Oh, hold
well
on.
soon, ladies. Thanks, hon.
Someone said get well soon.
Yeah.
No. Eventually, I'll move to America.
I don't want to. I love him.
Dateline is an American thing. Get a producer on it. Yeah, someone find a producer.
I want to be
No.
forever.
No, they have to choose to be put on Write a Prisoner. Usually it's like their family, they'll put them on there, or they have to write a Prisoner. Most people in prison know about Write a Prisoner because there'll be someone in there that's done it. But you have to pay for it as well. It's like $40 or something like that to sign up.
No, it's gone up. It used to be like that. It's not 50 now.
Oh.
Is he allowed out? He'll be out next year. Tina said she'll be our producer. Let's just start our own show.
You cannot be saying BJ abroad because that sounds like something you see on OF. That does not sound like a TV show. Bethany and Jackie abbreviated to BJ.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm going to give a BJ abroad, but you're not going to see it on TV.
I am going to be moving to America. No hate, but I just find it all insane. What made you even want to do it? How do you feel about the sentences they were given and the difference from the UK? Oh, so LA's sentence is a bit shit. He's not doing a lot of time for his crimes, but he shouldn't have been doing the time he's doing, but only I found that out since I've been with him. And if we go back and vacate his plea, we've got the chance of it not, even though there's no evidence that he did what he's doing, there's the chance that they can give him worse. So we've kind of just left it alone, but we do want to fight it when he's home.
I don't think people understand that unless it's a reduction of sentence, if you literally go back and you try and either get a not guilty or anything like that, any type of taking it back to court, you can actually just get the time put on again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Like,
can, yeah.
with the only one you can't do that with is a reduction of sentence, because they will literally say yes or no to a reduction. That's all you're asking for. I would like my time reduced. If it's not that, and you're literally going back to try and say that you're not guilty, or literally anything, they can actually just give you your sentence all over again. It's very, very, very tricky to do, and very risky, in my humble opinion.
I think it's nuts how you with them, but when they out, they'll be off without you. You're just someone for them to chat to for now. Thanks, Ben.
All right. Alright, but can I hop on your box? I don't think you can when I'm on guest. When I'm on with Thingy.
With who?
You there, the blonde one.
Who wanted to come up?
Second Chances, the one that's in prison for 70 years.
You'd have to come out.
I can't. Yeah, I can't pin him. But if you guys see Second Chances in the comments, he's gonna go live later. He's actually in prison as of right now. He's in for robbery. And I can't remember the rest, but. If you guys want to see someone who's actually in prison and ask them genuine questions, obviously just go give him a follow. Yeah. Do you watch Love After Lockup? No, I don't. I do watch Prison Brides though. It's coming to CNI on, I don't know when. I'm not even fucking in it. I don't know why I'm promoting it.
We speak every day, which is 240 minutes a day, so it's 4 hours a day. If they're paying $50 for the pen pal site, how do you know they're only speaking to you? LA is not on the pen pal site because you can see everybody that's on there. So the only way he'd be speaking to anybody is from anybody that knew him, or if they found him off my TikTok. How long do they both get? LA got 11 years, 9 months, and Alex got 19 years. Has he only got 1 year left? Yes, he comes out next year.
No, you can't use, you're not supposed to be on TikTok while you're in prison, obviously. However, do people do it? Have you not been introduced to the side of prison talk? It's fucking great. I was watching someone earlier he was in prison, and he was on live and he was just doing some dances in his cell. Can they both see your TikToks? No, Alex can't. I do tell him about it though.
LA watches mine. He can't see it, but he watches, like, he'll watch, I'll send them to him, or he'll watch them when he's on a video visit, and the COs tell him that they've seen him on there.
We've been married nearly half a year now. Feels like forever. It's a long time, isn't it?
I have been with him for 10 years. I've been with him for 5 years, coming up to 5 years. I met him when he was like, I must have been 5 years into his beard.
Can I do a live with my mum one day? Because you guys keep asking about my fucking parents' opinions. So I might just do one with my mum. You guys can ask. Because she's fine with it. She's always been fine. Like, she's not really made the effort. She definitely makes the effort now that we're married. But it was the rest of my family that had strong opinions. For real. I used, for the phone app, I used Text Me and Text.
I use Skype.
Text Plus. Text Plus is free. It's the green one with the little cross. That one's free, but you have to have so many calls a week to keep it free. And then Text Me, wouldn't advise it personally. But
LA's 33. How do you not realise they're using you? When does Beth's husband come out?
well, he's really shit using me then, isn't he? And also, Alex has got 6 years left. Oh yeah, they love Alex. Alex taught Tybes how to do a little love heart, with her hand, because she kept doing that. So I managed to love heart, so now she's going around like this to everyone. Silly question, but see if you email a prisoner, they don't find out your address, do they? It depends how you write to them. Obviously, for me, I would say safeguard yourself. 6 years, yeah, he's got 6 years left. I say safeguard yourself. For me, I didn't put my I didn't put my legal name, my legal last name anyway, and I got a PO box when I first wrote to him. Was that my Tommy or was that yours?
It wasn't mine.
Well, it must have been mine then. Yeah, I got a PO box so that he didn't know my address. That's just because I'm safeguarding. Obviously, I've got children. I wanted to make sure that if I was going to do something like that, I wasn't going to put anyone in harm's way. So I would advise that, even if you don't have kids, just better to be safe than sorry. Not everyone does it. Jackie fucking didn't do it. You didn't do it, did you?
No.
No. Alex did for robbery grand last today, by the way.
That was me showing you LA and on FaceTime. Someone said 6 years is forever.
Yeah, it's not great. This is such a waste of years. I can't lie. Why? The only thing I'm not doing is getting my fucking cheeks clapped for real. It's not a waste. I'm out here living my happy life. Like, I'm not telling you lot to go and get with someone like who's in prison and do it. But just know I'm alright. I'm doing alright.
I use Skype. I've used Skype for like 5 years. I've never had an issue with it. Beth,
He looks less intimidating in that pic.
He looks intimidating.
Not in that one. I said he looks less intimidating.
Oh. He's such a teddy bear. I don't know why people think he's intimidating.
I need to get off in a minute. I've got to go and do some fucking work.
I know.
So,
Beth, how old will your husband be when he gets out?
30, hold on. 8.
Will he?
Is gonna be an old man. I don't have his mugshots because they don't give you them. Thanks for the follow, Coda and Suki Special. I want to know what Suki Special is.
That is hilarious. That bottom right one, he was like 17, I think.
People don't understand that prison wives wouldn't recommend being a prison wife. No, for real. I think there are some people that do, don't get me wrong. For me, do what you want to do. If you're going to do it, I'm going to tell you how to do it safely. I very much live like that as a whole. Like, I can't stop you or make you do something, you know what I mean? So if you're going to do it, I'd rather you do it safely. And obviously there are people that want to talk to people. So if I, mention them, then go off and do your thing. But I wouldn't advise it. It's a fucking headache. They think we're glamorizing it, but we're not. This is my point, is that when everyone says you're glamorizing, you're romanticizing prison relationships, I'm fucking not. I'm just being realistic about my relationship and the fact that there are people who are in these relationships that do need to know that, it's okay. Like, we're doing okay. It's okay to show that outside of your relationship. You don't have to hide yourself. You don't have to hide your relationship or be a shell of a person around other people. And yeah, my relationship is romantic because we make it romantic, but it's not as a whole. Like, prison relationships aren't romantic as a whole. We just make our relationship, the best that we possibly can. And I'm fucking happy to show that. So yeah,
which is why I show the bad as well. That's why I don't just show good. But then I get a lot of hate for showing bad because then people think he's bad when everybody else is man. They're going through the same thing, but people just don't share it as much. He's out next year.
Around his child. Wait, what, Hannah? I don't think the rest of that came through. Did I know him before he went to prison? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah, Hannah, say what you said again, because I guess that first part got muted. It's further up. No, I couldn't see it.
He's been in 10 years. I think he got arrested in 2013 and then he got out for a couple months, I think it was. And then so he's been about 10 years, I think.
No, Alex doesn't have children, which is surprising. He was a hoe.
Eventually I will move. I'm going to just sort everything out for him. I'm going to go over next year, sort everything out for him, getting out, like an apartment, car, job. And then I'm just going to go back and forth for a little bit because I just need to see that he is actually going to, stay away from that lifestyle and all the things that come with it. And then once he's done that and I can start to see, we're moving forward, then I will make the move to change.
How does your child's father feel about her stepdad being a prisoner and eventually being around her? For real, I think being realistic, he wasn't that bothered once I'd had a conversation with him. Alex is in for stealing a car. If he was in for something that was, against women, children, or anything that kind of posed a threat of life in any form, it'd be a whole different conversation. But he's got more worry about Alex taking his fucking BMW than he does around Hypes. And when it comes to his personality and the way that he carries himself, there's nothing there that would worry any of us. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be with him. I wouldn't have married him. But yeah, as a whole, he has taken the time to get to know him. That's all I've ever asked, and I'm very, very, very grateful for that, because the way that he carries himself now compared to when he first went in there, there is nothing that would say bad role model. So yeah, there's no concerns.
He's done gang activity, pew pews, and involuntary M.
he got that many years for stealing a car. In the state of Virginia, basically they can nitpick certain things. So he's in for robbery. He's in for a collective of things, but the worst one is robbery. It's robbery, grand larceny, probation violation because he was previously in for again stealing a car. So he got that mirrored twice on his charges, and then he's in for little things like wearing a mask in public, commission of a gun in the use of a gun in the commission of a felony or whatever it's called. Thank you.
That was so cute.
I know.
Oh.
I want one of them in real. Oh my god! Do you remember people used to wear them on their heads, like when we were younger? Do you not remember?
Oh.
But yeah, as a whole, like he's in there for a collective of 19 years. But the worst part of that crime, the longest part of the crime, and the worst crime was robbery. So, yeah.
I was potentially meant to see him in a couple of weeks, but it's not going to happen. So, as it stands at the moment, the next time I'll see LA will be February of 2025. And it's not involuntary M, it's involuntary man S. And I'm 33.
I lost, so I don't want to do another one.
Who said your battle?
Hold on. Coral said we should battle.
No, because you're in there, so that means you're going to make her win, and I don't want that.
Right, we'll do one and then I'll go.
See?
And if I lose, I'm going to go quicker because this is embarrassing.
This is Coral's fault.
My husband just came home from 3 months ago after 9 years. Oh my God, how is it? Has he found it? Have you found it? When's the next time you'll see him? I'm going over very soon. I literally got back like a month ago. Oh my God, look, we're nearly tied even. Thank you for the tofu. And a tofu. What is a tofu? How long have you got left to wait? 6 years. It's just some adjustments. Yeah, I can imagine. For real. No, we're not banging on the visits.
At least you are. You reckon I'd be pregnant by now?
Huh?
You reckon I'd be pregnant by now?
You're damn when you know about it.
Guys, I'm losing.
Yeehaw, motherfucker! It looks weird with my fringe.
Who gave you that?
Sandra.
Tell her don't even bother coming over here. Thanks, Tina.
Only on the phone, hell yeah. Oh, look at you go.
I know. No, I was sending you love hearts, Tina. I know it's not you.
No, I live in the UK still. We do long distance.
How hats off to you. Thanks. Oh,
fuck off.
How much does it cost you to go and visit?
Thanks for the rose.
10 days hotel is about $650, cars about $350, $400, and flights if I don't go on staff travel are about £500 to £600.
It's expensive. Oh, thank you for the paper crane. What? Why are you frowning at me?
I'm not. I was trying to see if I was still winning.
Damn, so you're going to stay solid until he's out? Yeah, I am. Oh, thank you for the confetti. Thank you for the music play. I've not seen that one before.
If I just end this live, will it stop her from winning?
You're on fucking 600. That's extortionate. That's crazy.
Thanks,
we got married in January. I don't know how many times I've seen him in that time. We've done like 3 trips.
When's your next trip, hon? Are we telling people?
No, I'll never tell people. I'm going to be there when you're there. Thank you for the cowboy hat. They're my favourite. Oh, look, I've got to 50% of my goal. Was that my cowboy hat?
I made a something level earlier and I didn't know.
Cheating, keep it real. I don't have time to cheat because I'm sitting on here, fucking being a mother, working. How'd you get married?
Tell customs when you go and visit.
I'm honest, but that's only out the fact I only get to see him for 2 hours once a week. I'm there to go and see my friends. For real. No, Alex doesn't get annoyed if I go out. We're very just. I don't know what he'd be annoyed. Thank you for the paper crane. Thank you.
Split up. Couldn't see why.
I just choked. I just clocked what you both said. What did we say? I don't even know what we said. Thank you for the tiny tiny. Oh my goodness, thank you for the tiny tinies. I love you.
You don't get more visits. How many visits do you get a month?
4.
Yeah, no, we get the same. We get 4 visits a month.
But you can kind of like do yours all at the same time, no?
Yeah, I can do 8 in a row.
You didn't answer my question. I didn't see your question. What did you say? How did you get married in jail? Oh, we got basically they just have to apply for it, and then they obviously ring and say, "Do you actually want to get married?" And then you just plan it from there.
Keep going.
Oh yeah, we're both going to be out there at the same time.
They're not in the same jail, no. Mine's in Ohio and a best in Virginia.
I was with Alex for about a year and a
I
bit.
need a big 100-point thing to win, thank you.
No, I need the win. I just want to come off here with a win, just one fucking win. You won last. Yeah, everyone's gonna be really mean now. Oh, that's just mean. That's just really cruel. You guys
Oh my god,
hate
it's
me
really
that
close though.
much. For a wedding. Oh, who's going for a wedding?
Oh, Beth's just married. Oh, me! I'm getting married. I told somebody in the live.
Oh, thank you for the tiny tinies.
Oh my god!
I don't like this. This is too close.
Very close.
Thank you for the ice cream. Oh, fuck off. That's crazy. Fine, I'll take my loss. I'll take it.
I said I was getting married, and everybody got excited.
Yeah, that's why. You just wanted a win, huh?
Thank you.
You're not getting married until 2028, the psychic said.
Who's the who was the MVP?
Well, my mustache, obviously.
Thanks, Han. What?
I said my massager. Thank you. And thank you, is it Gianna? And Trina.
How many guys did you write to before you found your husbands?
Huh?
How many guys did you write to before you found your husbands?
I wrote to like 4 people, but all at the same time. I wasn't like...
Yeah, and it was the first person I wrote to.
Was there a particular reason you chose to get married in prison and not wait until he gets out? No, for real. I would love to give you a genuine reason. But yeah, no, there wasn't. I could have easily waited. It's just I think when you love someone and you want to get married, just what you're doing it. It wasn't for a visa. It wasn't because there was any particular benefit for it. It was just, just because I could. So I did.
Are you excited to be a bridesmaid at my wedding?
Yeah. Is LA excited to be not present at your wedding?
Yeah. That was harsh.
Oh, no. That's something I say on FaceTime, and now everyone's going to think I'm being...
Yeah, on FaceTime.
This is basically his FaceTime at this point.
I know.
No, because you're changing it now. He's gonna be there, isn't he?
Don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Fingers crossed.
They said, damn, Beth, I know.
No,
So
fuck
Beth
off.
to get offline. Oh.
No, we're not doing this. Absolutely not.
Oh, Tina said she don't arrive till after.
Yeah. Tina, why are you over there? What the fuck?
That's cool. I wrote a guy once when he turned weird asking me to search him to see if there was what? Stuff about him online and their money all the time. Oh yeah, red flag.
There's so many fucking red flags, to be honest.
Why don't you wait to get out till he's married? If I was to marry Ladarius tomorrow, I can go and see him whenever I want to. If I don't marry Ladarius tomorrow, I can see him in February. If they were to keep him in 23-hour lockup till after February, it would take 6 months, which would be, help me out, August?
I wasn't paying attention. I was responding. Sorry, what?
Oh, Bethany, she's this side because she's my mod. Be August before we could get an in-person visit, and he's out that in a couple months. So it would mean that the next time I touch him will be when I get him from the gates.
There's a reason as to why you're getting married, to be honest. Like I think you've got such little time left. In theory, you would just wait, no?
Yeah.
But for the way
like-
that the prison play about your visits and with him as a whole, you would have a better chance of you being able to go and see him, basically.
Yeah, and it's just the little things like the COs walking up to him or the sergeants being like, oh, go and do your little wedding so you can see her because you ain't going to see her otherwise. And just like bullshit comments, I think.
Yeah. What, you travel to Virginia once a week to visit him? Nah, hell no, I wish I did. That'd be nice. I do not have the funds for that. Can prison decline marriages? I mean, yeah,
You've got to
discussion,
have
isn't
no
it?
tickets, I believe. You have to be ticket free and stuff to get to get the wedding, otherwise you won't get it.
I don't know how it works. I mean, obviously, I didn't get declined, but I presume they have the right to decline anybody if they don't, if they want to. Yes, Laura, we do both have children.
Oh, they do massively. They said this sounds like CEO's tried to aggravate him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They say shit about me. They shit. Oh, Jackie's man doesn't want her. Oh, that's new.
Oh, lovely stuff. Right, anyway, I'm gonna get off here now.
This is her begging.
What?
Oh, they've gone.
Huh?
I don't know.
Are you staying on? Because I'll come in.
No, I'm going. Bye.
Oh.
Bye, everyone.
Go before me, you bitch.